The mean bullies are the ones who are really the weak ones. Hey, my friends. Thank you for coming back here. I'm sitting here in my studio this evening after an amazing day of just wonderful comments and questions. And Alex's second interview went live with me this morning, and it's just been a lovely day of real validation of the work that I do. But I want to come on and make this video because as you're empowering yourself and you're living more and more into a loving world, there's an old quote that's attributed to Socrates, though many say it's not a Socrates quote. Doesn't matter if it is or isn't a Socrates quote. It is a valid comment and a valid quote because it's true. And that quote is, when the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. Today I received so many beautiful comments and questions and just great exchanges with people. And I just loved it. But when you're putting yourself out in the world to create a loving world and to be more loving yourself, the people who are lost in their own fears and their anxieties, the ones who are trying to grab their power by being a bully or being mean, they will lash out at you. But in those moments, exhale. Recognize that it's their weakness, it's their fears, it's their anxieties that are putting them into a place where they feel they have to slander because their debate is lost. They can't argue against being loving because it's the right thing to do. They can't argue against it, so they just call out names. And you exhale. Don't accept the fear they're offering, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you afraid. They're trying to knock you down because you are coming to a beautiful place that is just lovely and wonderful, and they're miserable. So they have to knock you down to put you back into misery, to put you back where they are, to put themselves over you with power. The worst things you could do is engage them. And the worst thing you could do is take their weakness into your belief system. So the reason I did this video tonight is because I had a guy reach out today just to call me fat. It made me laugh out loud because when the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. He had nothing to say against what I was saying about creating a loving world and loving one another. He just had to reach out to call me fat to try to knock me down. And I wonder if Joshua would have said that. I doubt that, right? And I wonder if this man would have said that to the Buddha, who's always pictured as a heavy-set man. But my point of this is when this person came to me today, I didn't take in his weakness. I didn't take in his fear and anxiety. And I didn't take what he said about me as my personal truth. I didn't fall into doubt. You know, I felt his anger pointed towards me. I felt his weakness pointed towards me to make himself feel powerful, just to call names. But to me, I felt sorry for him because this is a man who's living a miserable life. For someone to reach out and say a slander or call someone a name or make fun of their appearance, that's just weakness. That's just weakness. And I have to wonder, when someone reaches out like that, what in their life has made them feel so disempowered? What in their life has made them feel like they need to put themselves above other people? And when I look at this video later, I'll remember this moment and I'll laugh about it again. And the reason that'll be is because I didn't keep it. I didn't hold on to what the man said. You know, there's the famous story of the Buddhist monk and his student, and he sets the woman down, and the little student says, well, why'd you carry a woman? He says, I put her down 2 miles ago. Why are you still carrying her? I don't carry their stuff. When someone says something like that to me, all I see is their fears. All I see is the child within them who's trying to, be the tough kid on the playground. It doesn't affect me. But I will come on and make these videos because there's a lot of people in the world who are highly empathic. And when a bully comes along, they can succumb to the harsh words. They can be hurt by the harsh words. Remember, when somebody comes up and says something harsh to you, first thing before anything else, exhale. Release the fear associated with what they're saying. Because it's their fear, but your reaction can also be a fear. So release the fear by simply exhaling. And then once you've exhaled and you've got back into your cognitive reasoning mind, ask yourself, what are they afraid of? And this man was afraid of being wrong. This man was afraid of not being powerful. This man was living in a world that he believed was negative and harmful. And when someone comes along who's talking love and empowerment, and you just have to reach out to call them fat, it's simply to try to make them negative like you. I'm sorry, I live in a loving world, and you don't live in my world. And I would love to see you become empowered, and I would love to see you come to this space. But, you have to create your own world. We have a multiverse. Each one of us has our own. Positive people see positive things. Negative people see negative things. My world is beautiful. My world is loving. And I see it every day. And it really comes down to, if you're reaching out to knock somebody down for something so superficial as their appearance, that's not their weakness, that's yours. For those of us who are loving and caring individuals, when someone does that, remember that. That's their weakness, not yours. That's theirs, not mine. That's theirs, not mine. And then you move on. For me, I'm a lucky guy because on YouTube, somebody says something like that, YouTube instantly tags it as inappropriate, and I have to go through a double review. I have to review. There's some things that get the YouTube flags for review because of people putting links in. People try to put links in comments that will instantly go to a YouTube review, which sometimes I never get back to or never see. And then there's the ones that are like this one, which are deemed inappropriate and potentially harmful, is actually what YouTube calls it. And I have to go to a second layer of approving my seeing it to see it. And then when I always open them, I always see them. And the second I see them, I just laugh. Because I'm like, why would you say that? That's just silly. When the person in front of you is talking love and you're just calling them fat, it's really kind of a silly scenario if you think about it. And so, my friends, when you have someone coming at you for being loving, for creating a loving world, remember, the ones who are creating negative worlds around you, they're going to slander. They're going to say things about you. But that's theirs, not yours. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.